episode of Zombie Takeover TV. And we are here with Randy Woten.
I made it.
Legend.
I finally made it here.
Legendary.
Ray McNally, Ray McGuff, a.k.a.
McNally.
How many names do you have?
Oh boy, a lot. They call me Mayor McCheese.
Mayor
McCheese.
Have you got any like new nicknames? Because you live in Columbus now. You used to live in Alger. You know that little town.
McGuffey. Actually, it was McGuffey.
McGuff. Oh,
Yeah.
I can never tell those
Population
two apart.
7.
I can
All
never
of them
tell.
related to me.
The only McGuffey thing I remember is there used to be this little Vietnamese convenience store. It was run by Vietnamese. Yeah.
I did not know. I don't remember. I know that there was a little gas station there at one time, but I didn't know.
My dad would always go there and get vodka and shit for his screwdrivers. And the place smelled like fucking rotten fish, rotten flesh fish. Does fish have flesh?
Well, yeah, the scales.
Yeah, but it
bones.
smelled
Meat, the
horrible.
flesh.
That's why I remember McGuffey. But yeah, McGuffey, you live there. But Columbus, yeah, with all these new friends and shit, they got any new nicknames for you?
I've got a new one. White chocolate.
White chocolate.
White chocolate.
Wow.
Swear to God.
That's because of the ladies, I assume.
Yeah, the ladies love me.
Sounds like a porn name.
Well, I feel like this is kind of like a porn star moment for me. I've been filmed twice this weekend.
Oh my wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the star of Hating Stuff with Ray McGuff.
With Ray McGuff.
So how the hell? I mean, how's it? Is it hard to get around now? I mean, you're known. Everybody knows who you are.
Yeah, look, like going to the grocery store was a chore anyways, but going now, I'm like little kids, Mr. McGuff, can I give you an autograph? And I have to sign like this every time. Give
To
him a
the
little
side.
wink. Hey, there you go. with the wink eye.
Yeah, it's got to be hard, man.
But yeah, it's taken off. I'm a pretty big deal now, and I have everyone's attention.
You have every right to be
I have every
I
right
think
to
it was
be.
Extra I was watching the other night, and I mean, it was all you. That's all I seen was you.
Extra. I don't know if you heard, but
George Clooney and you.
Brad and Angelina are getting married.
Oh man,
So,
I thought they were already
that was
married.
right underneath what my show was like tonight's guest.
yeah.
But I gotta owe it all to this man right here, genius, comic genius. He writes a lot of
Comic genius.
He writes a lot of good stuff. Man.
Right up there with Louis C.K., right?
Well, I wouldn't go that
I'm
far.
right up there with Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, Columbus is. It was nerve wracking, like I've told you before
Yeah, I
when I
couldn't
first
imagine
moved
it,
there.
dude.
But I've gotten used to it now, and it does suck. Like when I have a car problem, I couldn't make it up here.
Yeah.
I really wanted to come. It just happened.
I don't believe you, but anyways.
Well, I'm here now. So.
All right. Yeah, we called you and you were taking a nap.
Well, yeah.
You should have been thinking of us. You should have been meditating, thinking.
I did have one. I was like, I'm going to hang glide there, but there was no cliff. So
That's true. You could have jumped off one of those big ass Columbus buildings.
Yeah, downtown. Yeah.
I'm coming!
I can see McGuffey from here.
They would have arrested you in 2 seconds.
Well, you live in some random field 2 miles from
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
Columbus.
But I'm sure you would have took a train or a plane or something to get to something I was doing. So.
Yeah, I would have done anything.
I know, and I apologize. So.
I would have used resources.
You fucking rollerbladed down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skated right down there. I can't skate. You could skate.
I used to be able to skate.
I remembered you at Skateland when we were
Skateland.
younger. I always sat over on the chair because I was fat and couldn't
I'm gonna go
skate.
play Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I got my Gauntlet quarters here.
But I remember you always being able to skate.
I could skate. That's how I broke my arm. Then I stopped skating.
I stopped getting invitations to birthdays because I couldn't skate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they told you. Well, you can't skate. That's why.
How dare you?
He comes up here with his bag of tricks and he just insults me.
That's
Yeah,
right.
what the hell is this?
Well,
He has a bag
we
of
were talking
tricks.
about horror conventions, and I know you've got a lot of amazing stuff, but I thought I'd bring some things since I haven't been doing it.
Get on that mic.
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry, I haven't been doing it that long.
Yeah.
So what I brought was some little treats to show you guys, some things that I've done since. The Great and Secret Show, written by Clive Barker. If you open it up, Got
Story time.
2 Randy, very best wishes, Clive Barker.
Nice.
Wow.
That
yeah,
was right
that's-
before he gave me a hand job.
Oh god.
Hand job.
I'm moving this mic for you.
Oh, okay. Here.
Let me get this right.
Put it in his mouth.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
I just...
I want to get...
It's a little bit more intricate than the Ray McGuff show.
Yeah,
so.
I want to get everything Ray says.
All right, so that was pretty amazing. That was the very first one I went to, which I acquired this.
Oh,
What the hell is
That's
that?
a Navajo.
This is
Is that a shank?
This is Hellraiser 2's puzzle box from the end when he
Oh,
gets
yeah,
stabbed. The guy that actually worked on Hellraiser 2 was there, and he made replicas of his own work.
Really?
And I bought this from him. Yeah. He was really cool too. I talked to him for a while. He wanted 160 for it, and I got him to drop it down to 80.
Jesus, take this. $80?
Yeah, oh yeah, $80. I would have
You can
paid.
stab someone with that.
Oh
too.
yeah,
That
that's
is-
very sharp.
That's real
So-
shit right there, son.
And then, like the other cool thing about horror conventions in general, and you probably is the stuff that you haven't seen in for fucking ever, dude. Like this was a 1976 movie that I caught on TNT when I was like, or one of those, or TBS, and I loved it, and I've never seen it anywhere. And they had it there, $10.
Gargoyles.
Werewolf, the television show.
That, my friend, I'm glad you brung that up, is amazing.
Yeah, it was one of the best TV shows ever.
Yes.
And it just got canceled abruptly.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
The werewolf in that looked amazing.
Yeah.
One of the best werewolves. A lot of people said he runs like an ape because he kind of has these big arms.
Forearms, yeah, huge
and he
forearms.
runs with his arms. But dude, the makeup was amazing.
Yeah.
And what's that dude's name? Chuck Connor, right?
I think so. What was his
The
name?
guy who plays the bad.
Chuck Connors, yeah.
Yeah, the bad guy. He is amazing in that.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's one of the coolest stories that they've
It
ever
is.
put on
Love
TV.
it.
And if they ever redid it, I think it could be even more amazing now. But it's not on VHS.
How much
not
did you
on,
pay for that?
I paid $25 for this. It's the entire season.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, God dang, I'd like to rip that before you leave.
Yeah,
actually.
no problem. There's only 3 discs on it, so it rips pretty quick.
Cool. What was I going to say? One more thing. Yeah, but if they would do that nowadays, it's CGI and fuck it all up. All right, next to the other.
All right. This is a classic,
I've
too.
got that.
You have this?
Yeah,
The
Jeff Goldblum?
Yes, Jeff Goldblum
I
playing
don't think I watched that.
Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's
Jeff
great.
Goldblum,
Yeah.
how young?
Oh, he's pretty
he's
young. This
really
came out in
young.
like 1980 or something like that,
Yeah.
dude.
The hell?
I have that on VHS.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is my pride and joy right here. I've been looking for this movie forever. It's called The Quest. It's got the kid, what's his name? Henry Thomas. He was an E.T.
Yeah.
And basically it's set he's in Australia.
The kid, the kid who played the kid in E.T. you
In
said.
E.T., yeah,
All right.
the main kid from E.T. His parents had died, and he's living with this Australian guy who's like his dad's best friend. He goes on this little quest or adventure with his friends, and they're looking for this like Loch Ness monster in this lake. And it was one of the. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys and tell you how it ends, but it's one of the first times I remember being a kid and saying, man, I could not call that ending. That was a crazy ending. Like,
Really?
It was
I'll
an
have to
M.
watch
Night
that.
Shyamalan ending.
Oh, okay,
M.
I see
Night
what you're
No,
Shyamalan
yeah, it was
twist.
just that
Shyamalama
twist.
ding dong.
I think he stole it from this. But the quest, I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked all over. I finally found it at this.
So
last
what you're
one.
saying is that M. Night Shyamalan
See that, right?
Yeah.
owes his entire career to that movie. That's what you
I would, yeah,
you
in a
would lay
nutshell.
that on the table.
Yep, whoops.
I would say that.
But so those are the movies I've got. Those are just a couple. I buy movies every time.
Yeah,
I
I need to watch this too. I've never seen this one.
It's amazing. And then my final thing I got was when I was at this last convention, Danielle Harris.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I got her to sign that, and I met
this
her.
is her. Jesus, that's
That-
a scribbly one.
Yeah, that's hers. And
So I guess you guys hit it off. Really,
yeah, she hugged
She
on
put
me.
a heart on there. Randy.
She did. She held me closely and tightly.
Did she whisper secrets in your ears?
No, she was trying to get me to see her new movie, but
I see.
No way you're doing that, right?
What's her new movie?
I don't even remember the name. But it looked awful.
Well, that, I guess
That's the way to build a relationship.
Well,
Randy.
no, I'm not going to lie to her.
she wasn't in the new Halloween that Rob Zombie
Yeah,
did?
she was.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
but
what...
the very first time she was in a movie was Halloween
that-
4.
Whatever happened to that fucking Rob Zombie movie that was supposed to come out, like Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever the fuck it was?
I don't know. It got dropped or whatever.
I seen like stills or something, like artwork or something or other from that, and then it was never made. It looked badass. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of projects that usually come out and then nothing happens. I don't know what he's doing
Do
now.
you remember his
Hopefully he does his own fucking shit.
his fucking his record label? Do you remember that? He put out like
Was that the one that he solely put his brother on? That was it? He was just like,
I don't know what was
here, Johnny Five.
I don't know if Power. I don't know if
Johnny Five.
Whatever his name is. Johnny.
His name's Spider.
Spider.
I
Whatever.
don't know if Power Man was on there or not.
Johnny Five was Marilyn Manson's guitar player.
Fuck that guy, too.
He put out like this band called Bomboros. They were like surf rock, and then he put out. I thought he was going to do a series of just audio from old horror movies. He put out Frankenstein at least,
Oh, cool.
and I bought it, and it was terrible. Like I don't know why you would listen to audio from an old classic horror movie, but that's what it was. And then some of the music, which is uninteresting, really.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he puts his own stuff out on his label or what.
I don't know.
I don't know what he does. He's probably got his own everything.
I tried listening to his last album. It was like Hellbilly Deluxe 2 or something.
I heard clips off of it. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
He just needs to retire for a while. Maybe write some stuff, like get serious. Sit down and go.
does
Yeah, I'm
good
gonna
movies.
write.
He does-
That's what I'm saying. Is maybe get a little focus more on that and a little less on horse music or whatever it was that album before had that fucking horse on it.
What was that? What was the something horses was the name of the fucking album.
Educated horses.
White horses.
Educated horses.
Yeah, I don't know. He got so lame. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, his movie ideas, even his original ones, are other people's fucking ideas.
Right.
House
agree.
1000 Corpses, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Right.
With a few things turned around. And I liked House 1000 Corpses.
Me too.
You know, one thing I want to tell you that he's amazing at is recognizing these actors and actresses,
Right.
and
Definitely.
and giving them new work again.
Right.
I mean, Bill Moseley said, "Hey, those guys were done."
Karen
man.
Black. He brought Karen Black. I never even heard of her before. She's in tons of old
Oh yeah, tons of it.
thrillers and stuff like
But
that.
he's right. All those people were. I mean, they were people what I couldn't forget about when I seen
Right.
them. I mean, they were.
Yeah, there's
amazing.
only a couple of directors that do stuff like Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino, and Rob Zombie. They'll go back to the back catalog and grab somebody. And
Yeah, Tarantino's. Yeah,
like Tarantino
absolutely.
especially with Jackie Brown, that guy that was Max Cherry, the Bales Bunman. He hadn't been anything for like 10
He's
years.
amazing.
And yeah, he was great in that.
Bill Moseley, he could be in any big movie,
Yeah.
doing anything. Dead Air, did you ever watch that?
I haven't seen it.
Which is a remake, and he takes lead in that movie. It's one of the first movies where he had lead in it, and he did a great job in it. He plays this radio host guy that in the zombie outbreak is coming. He's hearing about it from callers.
Oh wow!
But it's all filmed inside of a radio show. And, you don't see what's going out there. You just kind of hear it from people.
Cool.
It's really cool.
And speaking of zombies, we were talking on the Ray McGuff show about The Walking Dead because you guys had mentioned it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I'm on board with you, dude.
Love and hate.
It's a love-hate.
Yeah.
I would tell everybody, instead of buying the DVDs when they come out, go buy the book series, The Walking Dead comics, which I've read all of them up to now. They're fantastic.
I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up too much for me, though.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've read all of them, and I'm watching the show, and I'm like, they deviate so much from the story in the book. Like, characters that are in the storybooks are still alive that are dead now on the show. So it's like two separate stories to me.
Have you been watching The Talking Dead after it airs?
Yeah.
After that, Robert Kirkman dude, he kind of comes off douchey too.
He does.
And it's just, I don't know.
Is it Brian Posehn on that?
He was. They do a bunch of different guest
they have
stars
different
every
people.
week.
Did you see Dave Navarro on there?
Yeah.
He was going hard on it. Like,
yeah, it surprises me who they get. Like Kevin Smith even was on one, and he's seen everything, comic book wise, and I think maybe he's just there to support Kirkman or whatever.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, he's like, "Oh, this is the greatest show ever," and you have to know that Kevin Smith knows it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
that guy knows when a piece of shit's a piece of shit.
He's made
a few and called himself on it too.
Yeah.
So I trust his judgment. But on this, I have a feeling he's kind of like, "Hey, buddy, oh, don't worry about it. I'll throw my celebrity name behind you."
My giant problem with it is that is the Rick. Is the
he's
sheriff. He is just
awful.
a horrible actor.
I don't know what it's, and you know what else that pisses me off is the roundabout dialogue that they like. Don't go in there. I would never go in there. Yeah. And then 5 minutes later, they go in there, and then they never mention about it. Yeah.
I mean, he's real. He's real very. Yeah. He's trying so hard to be an American Southern guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not.
It's like he stops and has to think about the entire sentence before he says it.
What country is he from or whatever?
Like Australia, I believe.
And has a deep accent, man. So he said he had to try so hard to get the accent just right. Why wouldn't you just get a Southern dude?
Why not flip it? Why couldn't the dude that's got the crossbow, Norman Reedus, why couldn't he have been the main guy? Like...
Yeah, cut his fucking hair right and put a dumb hat on him.
Because if you look at the comic books, which I got one in my car, I'll let you look at it. The guy looks more like your typical Anglo-Saxon American, like white guy with it's black and white drawn, but he looks like he has floppy blonde hair, is how I imagine it. Your typical blue eyes, not like Lincoln, where he looks, like a Viking. Like that somebody just cut his hair and like, all right, or not a Viking, but Mediterranean or something.
But hopefully this new season they're going to the prison and that new Michonne or whatever is in there. So maybe
she's an amazing character.
Yeah, and I read a little bit about her. Those two zombies she had chained to her is like her boyfriend and the boyfriend's friend, and she ripped their jaws out and ripped their arms off. So they can't really do anything to you. And
they're taking that in a little different direction than the story, book that I read. Yeah, because I read that same thing, that it's supposed to be, that really didn't happen in the book. I'm telling you, the best zombie story I've ever read, hands down. But this TV show, they're just like, oh, yeah, that Kirkman, we don't need that source material. Let's write our own stuff.
Kirkman to me sounds douchey, and I'm just like, what's this guy know about zombies?
He sounds like a pushover. You know what I mean? Like, he's the guy that's in charge. He wrote the original story, and it's like these guys are coming to him like going, "Hey, man, of course there are. Yeah, write this.
There's all kinds of Hollywood people in there,
and I would be like,
their fingers.
If it was my book, though, I'd be like, "Fuck you. You write a book."
Yeah. They've got their test audiences. They know what sells. They're gonna throw that shit in there. And
well, I mean, you saw what The Walking Dead did to this convention that we just recently went.
Dude, what, 8,000 people or something like that?
I mean, half of those were there for Norman Reedus, I bet.
And that's true. I mean, I know you said it in your last cast, but yeah, I walked right by the lady that was from the original Night of the Living Dead movie. Yeah. There was nobody in her line. Yeah. I said hi to her. I had spent all my money. So I had to go, hello. Yeah. It's very nice to meet you, grandma lady.
Yeah. You couldn't even throw her a tuppence.
Dude, no. I had to save money because I was drinking with Derek Collins later that night. Oh, God. That guy's a fish in the drinking.
Yeah. Just get him 4 beers and then he'd buy the rest of yours.
Just get him 4 beers and then he'll say he'll come on your vodcast and then he won't do it at all.
Yeah, I'll come on your damn vodcast. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
Anytime you want. Who's talking about?
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, Derek, you want to be on the vodcast this Sunday? Well, I gotta work somewhere. I gotta actually. Yeah, he is the craziest bullshit motherfucker I've ever heard in my life.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I love him too.
He's so funny.
Frank posted up a few of his acoustic songs. Record some shit, so I asked him to do it. I thought they were
gonna
really
have a fun little thing. We're gonna have him bring it in.
Since you've got a musical, aspect to your life, Has there ever been a time when you sat down to write a song and you were like, you know what? This is going to be a 7-minute acoustical song. Fuck every other word. Because I've never done that, and I used to play a little acoustic guitar.
Is it really 7 minutes?
Dude, it says it on the YouTube thing, 7 minutes and 48 seconds, that last one you posted.
Lord, yeah. Well, that's what I heard. A couple, like half of the song would be cut down when he did.
Well, yeah, down to what, normal songs? 4 minutes.
We're going to probably have to wrap it up here for...
Wrapping it up, yeah.
Wrap it up
Looks like that. Is that good?
like
Yeah.
a teen on prom night. Wrapping it
Probably
up.
go another minute or so.
Another minute?
But that can't really talk about anything. But
Nah.
yeah, we'll wrap it up. We'll do a quick break because reason why we wrap it up, we keep the I think keeping the episodes about 20, 22 minutes. What do you think about that, Ray?
I think it's
you know,
great.
most of these vodcasts and podcasts are 3-4 hours long.
Right.
But I don't know. I think our target audience right now, 20, 22 minutes.
If we can capture someone's attention for 20 minutes,
Yeah.
we're doing pretty good.
I mean, they wake up out of their weed coma, they eat some cereal, and they watch us. They go back to sleep. Done.
Yeah.
But for most of the reasons, the cameras that we have, the settings that we have can only do about 20, 22, 23 minutes. So that's why we do
It's
it.
easier for editing.
Yeah, editing. Cool. But yeah, we'll wrap it up and come back and do another 20 or so minutes. Shit, yo. Try to take it
I really do feel blessed that I live in a time where you can do this, I mean, had I been alive 100 years ago, this wouldn't be an option for me. So in a way, I'm like paying respect to all the transgender people that existed for hundreds of thousands of years, because I know that they've always been around.
This is only TakeOver TV. We're back with another edition,
Section
part 2.
Deuce.
Horse tooth, horse hound.
Houndstooth.
But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about you, Randy. We don't see you much. You stay down in Columbus. You don't see your friends or family or anything. Well, I don't know about that, but you don't see your friends.
Well, yeah, I try to get down once a month for the filming stuff since we started that. Before that, you're right, it would be a long period of time.
Yeah, big time.
Let's see.
What's some crazy ass shit that's gone down in that Columbus land?
Well, I mean, I've been traveling more. Like, I made more trips when I first, when I lived here, before I moved to Columbus, I wouldn't go places. Like Fenley's about as far as I go. And then when I moved to Columbus, all these people are always like doing shit all the time. I'm like, doing shit? I don't do shit.
Oh, my God.
So I ended up going, this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, but I ended up going on a trip to Canada. And they had this big casino in Windsor. You guys probably heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can drink and when you're younger. So we were up there partying.
How many years ago was this?
About 4 years ago.
4 years.
Yeah. So I'm 31 now. I would have
So
been
after you moved to Columbus.
26. Yeah. I just got a little bankroll established.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Bankroll.
Did the skip tracing, which you've done,
Yeah.
and then I moved my way up to collections, and then
Living off people's blood, yes.
yes, I am a vampire. I am a vampire.
I'm a vampire.
But anyway, so we're in Windsor. If you've never been there, how it's basically set up, there's the casino in the middle of the town, right? Then everything else around it is to get you fucked up enough or ruined enough to go back to the casino and gamble. So there's bars, strip clubs, outer layers of restaurants, right? So it's like a square. It's more and more decadence the closer you get or the further away. It's
When you
like
get to
getting
the center,
you there.
it's
when
like
you're there,
there's a portal to
it's just
the netherworld.
It's fucking like everything you can imagine. It's like Sin City. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. So it's like northern Sin City. All right.
Okay.
So anyway, so after we gambled, I won about $400 or $500 Canadian dollars, which aren't real money. It's fucking ridiculous looking. It looks, I mean, it seriously looks like just some kid with a crayon was like, "Ah, there's our money." It's horrible.
God.
So I take.
You won the $500 gambling.
Yes, and not like playing high stakes poker or anything, but I stood around and I watched how roulette was played, and I started making large bets.
Jesus,
and I won.
maybe you should go to Vegas and try to do this for real.
I went to Vegas.
Were you wearing a suit?
No. I had on like a t-shirt and flip-flops and shorts, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I looked like
a
a
tourist.
regular tourist. But anyway, so I won this money, and I don't get a thrill out of gambling. It makes me nervous, so I'm cool enough to walk away.
A lot of shit makes you nervous.
It does.
doesn't
I'm uncomfortable. I'm generally uncomfortable all the time. But yeah, so when I won that, I hit that 2 in a row, and it was like $400 I was up. I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. So I cashed out all my chips.
Yeah, we ain't nuts. I
Yeah.
mean, we get $500. Fuck it.
Yeah, so all my buddies that were there, people I had met at OSI and other companies. Well, I don't know if you can say that, but it's not even a company anymore. So anyways,
Yeah.
in collections, there were 4 or 5 of us that all went up there. They're like, "Hey, I heard about this street two streets over where there's a massage parlor."
Oh my God.
Massage
Chuck it
parlor.
out.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you do that with your hand, that ain't no.
Yeah,
That's an insinuation.
That's not a background.
So I was like, all right, let's go find this, because I've always wanted to walk into one just to
Oh my
see what it looks
God,
like.
Yeah.
Like, is it like
Just to see what it looks
So we find the place. I mean, it took us a little while. We find it. I walk in ahead because none of these schmoes I'm with are like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be the first one in." They talked a big game, but they did.
You walk in like, "I'm a man,
I did.
damn it.
I walked in like
Stroke my dick."
I owned the place. I was like, "Beep,
Oh,
what's
my
up,
God.
ladies?" But
What
let me describe it for you real quick.
Yeah.
You walk in this main room, there's couches, like sectionals. There's an older lady sitting on the couch, and then there's a receptionist. So I walked over to the receptionist and I said, "I'd like to get a massage." How do I go about that?
And you just,
I'm all
how do you
tensed
not
up.
laugh right there?
I was kind of, drunk a little, but I was like, I'm like, I've just had
I gotta
confidence.
get my dicks.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to see what's happening. So I want to see how
Did
far.
someone tell you before this that they do this thing?
They just said, I talked to a guy in the casino who said that there's a massage parlor that massages. And
He did the
you
thing.
did the gesture. That's why I was
Oh my
like,
God.
and I'm like, all right, I want to go see it. So we're there. So I signed this little thing. I wrote a fake name down.
God. Happy
I don't remember
ending.
what it was. It was like Johnny something, Smith probably. And then you give them 40 Canadian dollars and you sit on this couch. While you sit on the couch, the old lady's like that's sitting next to you starts to ask you a couple of questions like, what do you prefer, tall girls, short girls? So you give her a little information. She disappears for
What
about
did
a
you
minute.
go with?
I went with a tall girl. I like tall girls. I always have. I like girls that are taller than me. It's
Yeah,
a
but
little.
do they like short guys?
I don't really care. For me, it's like a
He's
power
paying him
trip.
$40.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter
well,
what they
I
want.
haven't got to the real money yet. all right,
So there's that.
that's to get you in the door, sir.
Oh,
There's
okay.
that many there to where you could be like,
Yeah, there's rooms. I'm not exaggerating, Josh. There are rooms.
I want a tall with a perm.
All the way back. There are rooms, like down this hallway went on forever, and then there was another hallway. It looked like it came back in like a U. I'm not kidding.
God.
And there are all these rooms occupied by ladies, I would imagine. Like, I mean, I only saw the
Waiting for
one that
you.
came. These girls came out. There were like 3 or 4, and they were in that order that I said I liked.
Oh my God.
And so I picked one. I was like, I'll have a massage from this
Whoa,
Fraulein.
let's back this up.
Yeah. So
Let's back this crazy train up.
yeah.
These women walked out, and you.
Yeah, I pointed like in their general direction. Like she's like, "Which one do you want to go with?"
Didn't you feel bad for the other ones?
No, I didn't feel bad. They're fucking prostitutes. Of course, I don't feel bad for that.
I thought they were like shucks.
Yeah, like oh no, not. I didn't get to get with that short, fat.
Yeah.
Fucking Austrian-looking fella. Dong da da do. No, so the one
You're
girl.
Austrian?
No, I was just.
Okay, all right.
I was just making it up in their crazy head.
You're Australian?
Yeah, Australian. So anyway, so I go to this room. One of my other friends had walked in prior to me, the girls coming out. So he was going to do it too. And so I told him what he needed to do. And then I disappeared with this girl. We go in this room. I'm not lying.
She leads you to
She
a
leads
room.
me to a room, and we open the door, and it's like a tiki themed room. Everything in it was teak,
Yeah.
right? There's this little
was
fucking
teak.
there's this little fucking bed.
Everything's bamboo.
It was like it was like bamboo stuff.
She wearing a
There's a little
grass
waterfall.
Oh, wow.
She was French Canadian.
Did it smell like
We
coconut?
talked about her heritage because she had this really hot
You
accent.
talked to her.
Oh, I talked to her. I made her work for her money.
Oh my God.
But so, anyways, long story short, we negotiated a price. Like she's like, for me to actually touch your body with this amazing oil, I would have to get another 80 Canadian dollars,
Oh my
and then
God.
whatever you want to tip. So 80 plus 40, that's 120 Canadian, and I gave her a $50 tip.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow,
because
so that-
again, I won all that money.
That's
That's all free money.
$170.
You
Yeah.
wanted a hand job.
Shit, I would have told her too.
Well, I didn't give her the tip right then. Here's what happened.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, I'll tip. You tip after. You leave it laying on this little like coin thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, she's like, get naked. I'll be back.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, get naked. Now I'm starting to get concerned.
Yeah.
Because is this a sting operation?
They can't massage you with your clothes on.
Well, no, but the way she said get naked, it just had this overtone to it. It was weird. It was a weird situation.
Sure. Like,
Wasn't a
get-
dude. Sure wasn't a dude. Did you ever see her vagina?
Yes, I
or-
did.
Okay.
Because she came back in. She came back in this sheer, like, it looked like a bathing suit, but you could see through it. Everything you could see
Wow.
through. And then she oiled me
mean,
down.
whoa.
Yeah, whoa, this is horrible.
horrible.
That's awful. I thumb my nose. In anyway, so she has me lay face down. I take my boxer shorts off because I still got them on. Because I'm still not sure how naked is naked.
What kind of boxer shorts were
Oh,
there?
they look like boxing.
Oh,
like,
they didn't have like.
they look
print
like,
on them or anything, like bass?
Rocky Balboa would have wore to fight.
Oh, you were.
Yeah, it was like
you were
real
fucking
boxer
prize fighter,
shorts.
weren't you?
Yeah.
I agree, Ray. How naked is too naked?
Yeah.
I mean, if you come in and your dick is out,
Yeah,
I mean, she'd
and
be
fully
like, whoa.
erect. I'm like, whoa, that's not
Call
what I
the
meant.
cops.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking weird.
Yeah, exactly. So how
You
naked
left
is?
your-
You wanted to leave her. You wanted to let her in on the show.
That's right.
You wanted to give her a show.
I wanted to give her a show. So,
All right, we slow down. This might take more than 4 minutes.
oh man, all right.
Oh, yeah. So you left your boxers on, and
Right,
then
I'm
she
sitting on
comes
the
in.
bed like this when she comes in.
She
and
comes in with this
She comes
bikini
in
right away.
with this bikini, like she'd been gone like 4 or 5 minutes.
And changed. She didn't have that on
She didn't
before.
have it on before. She had like a regular sundress on.
Jesus.
And then so she's holding this plate too. There's all these oils on it. Weird
You
shit.
could have just took that plate and threw it right out of her hands. What do you need to
She sat it down and then she was like, get naked. I thought I said naked. And I was like, all right. So
She
so
really
get the-
said it
yeah,
that time.
fucking
so I'm like, I got up and I pulled my boxer
Oh,
shorts
how
off.
did you do that?
I just kind of turned to the side because I know that's my best profile.
So, were you
Hold on, ladies.
Were you enlarged at this point?
No, because I was so nervous.
Oh, so it's still
I was-
flaccid, and
it-
you don't want her to be
Right,
seeing
I don't
that.
want her to see that at all.
Oh
'cause
my
that-
God.
Did you give it a little pull?
So, well, once I laid down, on those. She told me
Nervous or not, how
Yeah.
do you control that thing?
Well, here's what happened. I laid down face down on the little tiki bed.
And she hasn't seen your
She
wiener
hasn't
yet.
seen my wiener, like unless she was staring real hard. So I'm laying down. She straddles me, takes the top off, so it pulls it down.
Straddles your back.
Like straddles my back, takes her top off, rubs the oil on her tits as she's talking to me, and I'm laying like this, talking to her.
Oh my
over
God.
my shoulder, and she's like, "You are you ready for this?" Give me little weird like sayings, and I'm like, "Oh sure." So she starts to rub her tits on my back.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And then so then,
Do you have hair on that back?
Not back then. I don't. No, I don't. Fucking 32 years old. Of course I got
4
hair.
years, hair sprouts all of a sudden?
Yeah, it looks
I
like.
don't believe that.
Dude, I will show you after this
How
is
old
over.
are you?
32.
So at 28, hair sprouted.
Yeah, like, and it's in my ears now too. It's fucking
So it waited
beautiful.
for you to have tits rubbed on your back and then hair
Well,
sprouted.
not at that
That's all
moment.
it took.
So no,
That's what it did.
you can. I mean, I never noticed hair on my back. So if there was hair there, I never saw it until
there.
recently. Now it's like a puff that's on my back.
Well, that's a tumor.
Oh, that's just a tumor. All right. Well, that's
not
good.
a tumor.
I'm cool with it.
Okay, tits on the back. Keep
So
going.
she starts going, blah blah blah, talking, doing more of that stuff. I'm getting more and
God.
more, like I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I stop her in the middle of her conversation, and I'm like, listen, I don't know what I'm doing at this point.
So your weenie at this point is fucking...
Yeah, it's ready to
And
fight
it's
the
smashed up
Titans.
against a...
Yeah, it's like pressed like all
Yeah.
down because I'm laying face down on the teak bed.
Oh my God.
Like there's, you can feel the teak sticking up, poking into you.
It's like a bamboo
Awful.
bed?
Yeah, it was like a bamboo bed with like covers over it.
Jesus.
It was weird, dude.
They should at least cut a hole in there so you could put your wiener in
Yeah,
there.
and then somebody under there could have been drinking it out.
He's getting really wants all kinds of freaky treatment.
No, so anyway, so I'm like, listen, I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm like, I've never been to one of these places before. I just heard about it. I'm
man.
like, so what do I do?
What I do for video
And
of
she
that.
goes, well, what do you want? Do you just want to finish the massage or do you want the special?
Oh,
And I'm like, well, what's the special? Like, are we
Yeah.
going to have full on sex?
oh my God.
I said it straight up, and she's like, I said,
She's like, whoa.
She said, whoa, no. I just get you
Oh
off.
my
Is what she
God.
said. And I was like, all right, let's do that. And I was like, let's hurry this up, too, because I want to get back out of here.
Wow.
And she's like, all right. So I flip over, and then she did the old teats and bloop, bloop, bloop.
Really? Shazam!
Now, here's how I felt right before.
You banged her tits?
She did. I didn't do anything. I laid there like this.
Because
I
you're
mean,
not allowed to touch her.
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch her. They had cameras, I guarantee.
Now,
There's probably
if you
video
looked-
out there of me
I'd
getting
love to
jerked
get
off
all
by a
of it.
French Canadian.
Now, if you looked like Brad Pitt and you said, what, full on sex?
She would have said probably, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
I look like
true.
Brad Pitt's ugly younger brother, Rad Pitt. And that was hit with a shovel and kept in a garage. But anyways,
Rad
so after that happens, right before I was like, oh, this is the best thing in my life. After it happened, I was ashamed and embarrassed. I was collecting my clothes and apologizing.
Now, how long?
And I ran out of that fucking
Now,
place.
that's a bit personal, but how long did it take?
Well, like I said, I was only probably in the room 5 or 7 minutes.
So she, whoa! So she flipped you over.
Yeah, and finished me because
And
I
went right
basically
to the wiener.
We got past all that bullshit.
Did she
that
rub your back at all?
Yeah, for like a minute or two
Just
until
with her
I started
tits?
like going, hey, what? How far are we going to take this? What happens next?
massaging me gets me really
Because this is the point when I'm with a lady and she's rubbing her tits on my back. Generally, I turn around and start to pound her. And I don't want to be mid thrust and have the Mounties come in.
Ladies, he will pound you.
If you massage him, he pounds.
Pounds away.
But you know what's funny is I tell this story. I think it's hilarious. I've told it a couple of times, and not in this public of a forum. But I've told
all right.
it.
Don't be
and-
ashamed.
And people judge you, like
No.
fuck. You know what? If you're gonna judge me, any of you, fuck you. All right. You go home, do your boring lives. All right. Sometimes some of us go out and need to get jerked off by a prostitute. All right. I don't have your luxury. All right. I get a little extra money in my pocket. First thing that happens is I buy beer and then prostitutes.
Prostitution's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah, don't
and,
judge me, judgers. Not you guys, but them.
There's nothing wrong with it. If a woman she looked like she was in full control and it was up to her.
Yeah, exactly.
She wants to do that, then let her do it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Honestly, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that you brought us this story because
Yeah,
it's
that's
fantastic. And I think you should go out and get more hand jobs from other people.
And compare them.
Don't just restrict it to massage parlors.
So you think
Get them from Taco Bell girls, whatever it takes.
Well,
I want to hear stories from all of these jerk off stories.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, Ray.
Well, I'm a wild guy.
Yeah.
You asked. That's just one of a million things that's happened to me since.
So you think if it happened again, you wouldn't be as nervous?
No, this time around I would have negotiated full-on sex.
Yes.
Because now I'm
Was
not,
that an option at all? Or?
I don't know. I don't think it was for me with her.
Yeah.
But I think if I went out and complained, it was like, hey, I wanted to have full-on sex with you, that somebody would have accommodated me.
I wanted to have full-on
we've got
sexual-
Chubby Betty in the back. We're going to go last door on the left. Here's a gift of $7 for anal. There you go.
They gotta have a back pen, don't they?
Yeah.
Did you look at her face at all at the time she was whacking the old Johnson?
That's a personal question, but yes, I did. I was trying to steal her soul through her eyes, but it had already been taken.
Did she appear to be enjoying it?
I mean, she wasn't really acting like she enjoyed it as much as she was
Now,
trying.
gagging is not enjoyment.
No. She was trying to like please me by making noises. Making noises. She was like,
give it to me.
Did she say anything about being like big boy?
It
Did
was
she
like,
call you a name?
yeah.
No, she
Yeah,
was doing
she had that weird accent, so yeah, it was like.
And what did this girl look like? We haven't even said that.
She was tall with dark hair and dark eyes, and
Good looking or not?
yeah, she was pretty. She wasn't gorgeous, but she was pretty.
Where did the load go?
Yeah, nice one. Nice one.
This is all very personal.
Yeah, where did
I
the
don't know.
load
Did she capture it?
She
or
did, she caught it
throw
like a
away?
fucking ninja and kept it in a glass case.
Did she aimed it away?
No, it just came up and hit her chin, and then she was like down.
What?
On her.
Because I was underneath her, dude.
Oh,
where I
at
was
that
laying.
time you were doing her tits.
Yeah, she was doing the. That's how she got me off.
I didn't know if she like aimed
God.
it away or if she like loved it.
No, she was just kind of like done, and then I rolled over to get off the bed because I had shot my load and I needed to get out of there.
Wow.
The shame washed over me. But don't judge me. But the shame, there was shame.
Oh my God! See, I don't think I would be. I would be too self-conscious to do that. I would be too.
I didn't care because I was paying her. Was she going to tell me no? I'd be like, I demand my $80 Canadian back, ma'am. Why, you're not going to fuck me? Then go get somebody that will.
Yeah, get number 2 or 3 or 4.
Go get that old bitch that was on the couch. Get her ass up and in here and have her whack me off. I'm paying you hard-earned money.
Lay there and just naked. Just say, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm not going
until
anywhere.
One of you women come in here.
Are they going to call the Mounties?
Whack me off.
We've got this guy in here and he paid for sex. We're not going to give it to him.
Kicking and
Mounties, can
screaming.
you come here and take him away? Fuck, they're not doing any of that. Now, they might have had a bouncer in the back that might have came and fucked me up or something. But
Oh, you know they do. Fuck it. There's got to be some wackos
I wasn't going
crazy.
anywhere until I've got my O-face on.
Yeah, what did you sound like when you did the deed?
Oh,
Did you go,
Shazam!
Yeah, I think I was just like, oh.
Undertaker!
yeah, I bet your eyes squinted up. Oh!
I think I said something like, take that whore.
Yeah, oh
that was
my
it.
God.
That
You
was
did
it.
not.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I was probably
there
just making little
You
chipmunk
should have said
noises.
skeet, 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 skeet.
That'd have been funny if he said, take that horse. She slapped you in the face.
Right. That would have been all. I would have paid extra for that. Take that whore.
Oh, man.
You dirty bitch.
That is a wild story. So that was all in Canada.
Yeah, I was in Canada.
And you went there just to gamble and
Just
fuck.
for 2 nights. I was going to be there for 2 nights. And
Is that all you went? You just got one hand job?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the whole other time I was there, I was just going back down to the casino. I played a couple more games, drank. I drank a lot. I mean, I blacked out. The morning,
We do not endorse that, ladies and gentlemen.
the morning when I was supposed to be leaving the hotel, everybody had passed out solid from the night before. And they're banging on her door, like housekeeping. You know, and I'm like, God damn it, is it noon? What the fuck are we?
Crazy. But yeah, good story, dude. Wow, that is
great.
nuts. Canada.
Yeah.
This very well may be the best episode we've done yet.
Just about. I think Mr. Ray coming down is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a time. I don't know. We might do 20 more. What are you got to leave right away?
Oh, I can stay. I can do 20 more.
I think we'll do another episode real quick. We got Ray down here, and
As well.
yeah, we'll do 20 more. All right, peace out. From the takeover. Be back.
Oh! Hiya, kiddies! You all know who I am. I'm the one hiding under your bed, twisting and turning inside your head. Oh, I remember just as it was yesterday. They called me the Springwood Slasher. I preyed upon the victims of Elm Street.
Fuck that son of a bitch, stop.
Oh! Hiya, kiddies! It's your old pal Freddy. Ah, you all know who I am. I'm the stuff the dreams are made of. I'm the one hiding under your bed, in your closet, twisting in your head. Oh, I remember just as if it was yesterday. They called me the Springwood Slasher. I preyed upon the children of Elm Street. Many fell by my blades. But vigilante justice prevailed, and the parents took me out and burnt me. Oh, but they had no idea that I would come back to rain terror upon everyone on Elm Street. Oh, my reign of terror will live on and on. For you see, I'm your worst nightmare, kiddies. Everywhere you see me, I'll be there. Ta-ta, kiddies.
This is Zombie Takeover TV. We're back with a third part.
An unusual third.
We got Ray down here, so we're gonna take full advantage of him and do this shit right, yo. Randy Woten. What's your name? Frank England.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Palmer. Cecil Vermillion. But something I caught on the internet, what was it, Thursday night, I think. I pulled the internet up, and Facebook and Down and Pantera were all put this link up, and it said Metal Masters 3.
Oh, wow.
And live now. So I click on this thing, and here it fucking Phil Anselmo on stage with Megadeth's bass player, Anthrax's drummer and guitar player, and all these different bands. And Phil was singing. They were doing Pantera songs because it's the 20th anniversary for Vulgar.
Awesome. Yeah.
So could you imagine 15 years ago we would have heard about that show, it would have happened and we would have heard about it a month later.
Yeah, it would have been somebody that had saw it,
or they might have recorded it and put it out on CD, because
right.
we had CDs back then.
We did.
We don't have those now. But in 2012, I'm sitting at my computer watching this at a club in California in real time. It's
amazing. Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Dude.
I was just thinking the other day about how funny it is that nobody has those big fucking books of CDs in their car.
Oh, I know.
Do you remember those? Like, fucking
yeah.
Fish had like 3 of them stolen.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's just fucking
The
big
money.
flip books.
Well, that's how my parents found I had like a medium-sized flip book, and they borrowed my car when I was like 17, and that's how they found out I listened to like Marilyn Manson and just all this horrible shit. Yeah, my dad called it hedonistic music. Hedonistic.
What the fuck's that?
It means no moral redemption or character.
Carefree.
Yeah, but it's music, Dad.
Yeah. So I got grounded.
Hello?
They took it away.
It's not real.
But yeah, I mean, those books are gone. I mean, pretty much everybody's little phone, little crazy phone.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like...
Don't point that at me.
It's got all kinds of shit. But I mean, like, this is all you need now.
Yeah.
You just plug it in your fucking thing.
Yeah, I got an MP3 player. I take it with me to work, plug it in my car, and I keep all my shit
That's
on
the
it.
way to go.
Yeah. But yeah, no CDs anymore. But anyways, it sounded a little shitty, and I think Phil knew it too. He's like, look, we put this shit together real quick, and he wanted to thank, because some of the guys were out on tour, and they broke for a little bit to come do that. And Phil's voice sounded a little iffy, but it was still awesome, dude.
Oh, I bet.
It was still, he was up there having a good fucking time, loving the songs, and he did a little shout out to Dimebag, and the pain in his face, dude, almost brought me to tears.
What'd you think of Piss? Because I listened to it twice, and I'm like, it's good. I mean,
it's not what I hoped for.
Yeah.
I thought, what's that one song off 101 Proof, that I Can't Hide or whatever? Mm-hmm. That one song where it's got that punk bass line in it. Yeah. Like, if they would have released that one, they would have been like, whoa. I mean, that was a song where it was
But, I mean, this was just a song that was... I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good song. It would be a good Panther.
It's Third Arm. The song Third Arm. It's one of their riffs in there. It's just like it's a version of of an old riff, a demo version of that riff or whatever.
Right.
So we've heard it. We've heard those riffs before. Mm-hmm. But it was still good, man.
Yeah, I liked it. I was just like, I was expecting, like, this is from the vault. We've worked on this forever.
Yeah. They put it
like
out there.
the Beatles, that John Lennon song, "Free as a Bird" or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And they worked the shit out of that because it sounded nothing like the original demo that came with it. Yeah. So, but it was just Pantera, and I was like, all right, it's Pantera.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't a letdown. It wasn't great. I wasn't too impressed with it, but it was bad as fuck though.
Yeah,
mixed feelings. But I've been having a shitty time. I've been going to this fucking dentist, man.
Ugh.
Good God. Do you take care of your... Do you go to the dentist?
I haven't been in 2 years, but I try to go every couple of years.
Jesus.
Sucks.
I've had like 6 root canals in 2 weeks.
Shit. Oh my God.
The last visit I went to, I had 4 root canals on the top of my fucking mouth.
Sounds horrible.
That's all you did that day then?
Yeah, I went to work and closed right after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ugh.
I mean, I took some Vicodins and shit. But yeah, it was, whew, it was something else. It wasn't painful. It was just horribly uncomfortable.
They knock you the fuck out for that shit?
Just lots of shots in the gums.
Yeah,
I probably had 6 shots in my gums.
So you were wide awake the whole time they were digging around in there?
I mean, I've heard people say that you can go under nitrous oxide if you ask for it, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want him to fucking look at my wiener or something. Exactly. Pass out or something.
Let's see what's down here.
Like, let's stop fucking with his mouth. What's this other hole?
Yeah,
I'm going to make a new hole.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh.
He'll never know. I'll solder it.
Yeah.
But it's a nightmare. The funniest part was I walk in there the first time, and I mean, it looks, when I walk in there, it looks like an alien ship. I mean, I'm not used to any of this fucking shit, and it looks like I just walked into the fucking Star Trek Enterprise.
Doctor to the bridge. Doctor to the bridge.
So they have me walk up to this thing, which is an X-ray machine. And they have me stand up, and I got to put my chin on this thing, and it's got like a little pin sticking thing out, and I got to put my mouth on it and bite down on it. Like, Jesus
This doesn't
Christ,
sound like
lady.
a dentist. This is so weird.
Yeah, did I go to the dentist?
Yeah. This is like
when they ever take X-rays at my dentist, they have me sit in the chair
and bite down on something.
Here, boy, bite down
they put
on
on
this.
a big lead vest.
Well,
Then they go in the other room while they
and yeah, they all hide behind the corner.
I know it's been a while,
We're
but
turning it on.
it was like a flat disc that they have you bite down on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Then. Yeah. It just the way he said it was like here, bite down on this.
bite on that.
Yeah, you've got cavities.
But anyways, on this thing that I bite down, there is a condom. Fucking.
I think Randy's right, man.
This is not. You're not at a dentist, dude.
That's a dick.
That's what's costing $4,000. That shit's not cheap.
He's not filling anything except for going full of sperms.
It's filling your dream of homosexuality.
Okay, it's not a condom. It's a balloon condom looking thing. Yeah. It's a balloon condom.
Okay, well, we got past that. It's cleared up.
It's on there, so I put my saliva on there. They can pull it off, and the next person get on there and do it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I step up to this thing and put my chin on it. I can't see out my eyes, by the way. I'm stoned as shit. I stand up to this thing and put my mouth on it. And I'm like, it's too tall. She's got to bring it down. My chin's all the way up here like this. So she's like, all right, step back. And I did, and that fucking condom balloon thing stuck to my lip. Because my mouth was dry as shit. I don't know, I'm nervous as fuck. And that condom's like hanging down to my lip right here. And she's like, and pulled it off my lip for me.
I bet she did. She was like,
that fucking suction, that suction hook in there.
Yeah. Well, once they shoot once they put that numbing shit in your mouth salivas, it just goes crazy. And you got to use it to suck it out. But so I finally got the right, and that fucking thing went around my head. Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a crazy person. I've had radiation. I have so many X-rays this last couple weeks. I don't know if that's good or what. Is it good?
Well, because the technology's better, it's fine. I mean, you're not going to get like cancer or something from it. Chernobyl.
I want grow horns or something. Or maybe I do.
Is this doctor in Kenton?
Yeah, it's out there at Kroger's.
Well, let me ask you fellas that are still around this, because when I'm driving to Frank's today, there are some lookers out there on the streets nowadays around here. What is going on?
What do you mean lookers?
No, I mean, it looks like Chernobyl did happen, and there's fucking radiation spill.
I told him, he was like talking about the zombie apocalypse, and I told him it happened already.
Yeah, it's like, I was driving here, I'm like, what the fuck is that a guy? Why has he got a tie-dyed shirt on and fucking flip-flops and then like biker shorts?
Yeah.
Like, where are you going? That you need to be dressed like to Kroger? Or?
My favorite citizens are the ones that ride on bikes, and you know why they're riding bikes is because they got a DUI.
Oh.
You're like, that guy's not riding a bike because he wants to.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the environment.
He loathes that bike. he would fucking burn that bike in a field if he didn't need it to go get drunk again.
Yeah.
They ride on mowers too. They'll ride on mowers, use them as cars.
Well, they do have a motor.
That's true.
This will get me here.
Now, a golf cart might not be so bad. I'd like to putt around.
All I need to get down is to the dealers. I just need to get down to the dealers. I'll park it right in your yard, leave it there.
They are reopening that place.
That's what I heard.
Got to keep that place open.
And the biggest shitty when I went to this dentist the second time is I just mowed my yard the day before, and I have fucking allergies.
Oh yeah,
insane.
It's hit me hard too.
You know about them.
Oh my god.
I got pink eye in both my eyes, but an allergy can cause pink eye too.
Oh, yeah.
Other than touching your asshole and dick and putting it in your eyes.
Yeah.
That can give you pink eye too. When you touch your shit and then put it in your eye.
Then immediately rub it into your eye.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. You gotta watch that because that'll give you pink eye. But also allergies, and after I mowed and came in, my eyes were bloodshot as fuck.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
So I had to go in there with pink eye, and these allergies. I think about it. I watch these shows on Discovery Channel, Natural Geographic, with these people getting caught in like rainforest and all these jungles, and most of them worried about getting ate by animals.
Right.
I'd get fucked up just going through the weeds.
Yeah, breathing, like walking and going. I'm allergic to blooming onions.
I'm allergic to little plants here. What would they do in the rainforest?
Oh my god, I'd blow up. I would fucking sneeze 72 times.
Yeah, I would sneeze to the point where a tiger heard me and came and ate me.
Turns out Josh was allergic to the Zimbutu flower.
I'll see somebody sneeze once, and that be it. And I'll say, why not me? Because I will sneeze literally like 12, 13 times in a row until I'm lightheaded and shit.
I get that same way.
We got these video cameras. Sometime when you have a sneezing fit, or I do, we need to turn on the cameras and count them down by the numbers. And maybe even take a clip off the old WWF where the guy had the other guy on the turnbuckle. And one! Yeah, the whole crowd would count it down.
Yeah.
I would like to edit that. That'd be awesome. Great. Because these sneezes go in the 18s sometimes, the 16s.
Oh my god!
Right in a row. Achoo, achoo.
Yeah, it blows my ears out. Yeah. It takes me an hour to get back to equilibrium.
People may say on these vodcasts or whatever they can hear me breathe, but that fucking let me live for crying out loud. I can't breathe out of my fucking nose 24 hours a day.
Lumbering breathing.
I'm a husky mouth breather. Come on.
This guy holds his breath, he'll pass out.
I mean, really. You guys got all your fucking plants. You're out there planting them. You're mowing your grass. You're fucking getting shit in the air. You're going to hear me breathe.
That's right.
That's all I can say.
It's fucking allergies.
Husky.
Do it. So, Ray, what are you watching nowadays?
TV, or just in general?
Yeah.
I was talking about on Ray McGuff, Game of Thrones. Yeah, amazing. Mad Men, I like a lot.
I started to get into that, but that's a little rough.
I tried to. It's about the cigarette industry.
Yeah, it's just ads in general, marketing.
And it's cool. I don't know. I just didn't.
There's a lot of good actors in it, though.
There are, and it's fun to watch because they're real big on detail, right? So you're watching them, and everything they've done in the show they've taken from an actual event. So like you're watching them, they're just sitting around drinking, smoking cigarettes all day long. Walk over to their secretary and be like, "Hey, you're gonna bang me later or get fired." All right, see you tonight.
They drink at work and everything.
Yeah, so it's crazy to look in that little portal and see what it was like, in the 50s and 60s, because they took it from actual ad executives' stories. So
yeah, it's pretty wild. But yeah, it just couldn't keep my interest. I don't know. Enough people don't die. I need people to die. I need people to I do drugs. I need people to fuck. Which they do fuck.
They do. Bit. And it's getting to the point now where it's in the 60s. Like it's 65 now on the show. So there's drug cultures. They're doing this. The Vietnam War stuff is starting to ramp up.
Who's the main guy in it?
John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm.
He's good.
Don Draper.
He's good. I'd like to see him in other things.
He was in Bridesmaids.
He was in
something good.
What's that movie
Bridesmaids
called?
was hilarious.
Damn it!
Is it like a comedy?
Yeah, I thought you'd seen it.
Yeah, I thought it was a wedding movie.
Yeah, it was a wedding movie. It was pretty horrible. I mean, it had funny parts. It had funny parts, but it wasn't. It was. Man, but he was in that The Town, man. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was the cop.
And he was fan-fucking-tastic.
That was good. That's what I've seen him in. Yeah,
like when him and Ben Affleck are in that room and they're going back and forth. That's very reminded me of Heat.
Yeah, that movie made me like Ben Affleck.
Yeah, he was really good in that, man.
He should do good movies
and
faggy ones.
Was it Gone Baby Gone? Ben Affleck directed. You should check that out. I mean, that was his first directorial debut, and it's fucking amazing.
Big show I'm enjoying is The Killing.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, season 1 cliffhanger pissed me off, but season 2 picked right up. The actors in that are amazing.
Yeah, and there are a lot of nobodies too. Not really nobodies, just not big names.
People you wouldn't really guess that were that good. They're really...
the people who they playing that little redhead girl or the girl. The cop.
Yeah,
and Holder.
Holder's awesome, dude.
Really good.
Yeah.
And you would have never think that those guys would play lead roles.
And Rosie Larson's dad, that actor, he is fantastic. Yeah, like it's getting more into where he was in like this weird mafia, like what would you call him? Like it was like a Russian mob kind of.
Yeah, he's connected in some way.
Yeah, so it's pretty sweet. You're right. That's an awesome show. I do watch that. I really liked Kevin Smith's show on AMC. That
the comic book
one. It's fun because there's a lot of cool shit that you learn about comics.
I don't really know much about comics. I guess that's what gets me.
So I finally caught up with all those.
I never could read.
You used to work in a fucking comic book store.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was a card store to begin with.
Yeah, but
I did it for cards, and then that guy liked comics. But I do have a few comics though, but never really.
Yeah.
It's hard for me. It's the same reason why I don't read books. I don't know. Movies are just way better. I'm sorry. I keep hearing about these books and read these fucking books.
Doesn't it seem like you'll hear somebody say like, "I read a book in 2 days" or whatever? Doesn't that seem near impossible?
Well, no, I've done it before. I stayed up.
My chick reads them
Yeah.
fucking
So does
quick
mine.
as fuck. It's insane.
What was the last one I read? The first Game of Thrones novel. I read it in 2 days.
I'd have to keep going back. I get 10 pages in, I'm like, what happened 9 pages before?
Yeah, I do that too.
What pisses me off too is this Hunger Games thing that's going on.
I watched that. I hated it.
Did you watch it? Yeah, I did.
It's awful.
It wasn't anything that I'd not seen before. It was like The Running Man and a bunch of other shit.
I couldn't even pay attention.
They already did it too. Better Battle Royale, better movie. Have you guys seen Battle Royale?
It's the Asian
movie
yeah.
where they put these kids on an island. They're supposed to fight to the death for a TV show.
I couldn't watch
and
that one either.
It's great though.
That's Tarantino's favorite film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I
like
believe he stated
yeah,
that.
it's fantastic. You would dig the shit out of it, but
I heard it. But I think I heard Tarantino. He said that Lady Terminator was something positive about it. So I went and found Lady Terminator, and it's nothing like you would expect it to be. Like I don't remember what Tarantino said about it, but when you watch the previews for it, they make it out to be like it's a sequel to the Terminator kind of, but it's made in Japan or something.
right.
But when you watch it, they're like, I guess they're robot women, and their vaginas actually are the weaponry.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah, or they're like, anytime they kill somebody, they always go for their dick and balls. It's really,
God.
I don't understand.
That sounds
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, that
it's
sounds
nuts,
horrible.
man.
Take my arm, not my weenie.
Yeah, it's a crazy one.
But we'll wrap it off, signing off, because I want to thank you for coming down.
Hey man, I love it. I'm having a blast.
You are a bad mama jamma.
bad mama jamma.
But
Thanks for having me.
Next time you're down, I want you to be on again.
Okay, cool. And you should stop by and do a couple of sketches on Ray McGuff sometime.
Yes, that's what I had. Yes, everybody watch Ray McGuff.
Hating stuff with Ray McGuff.
Yes, I would like to see more hating on that though.
Well, I did. I ratcheted it up a little bit this season.
He got
or
wound
this
up a little
episode.
bit.
You need to get pissed off.
I did. I got pissed.
And I like I see all these pictures showing up on the internet. What's going on with this? I mean, did someone steal your photo album at home or something?
That was that Minister Alger son bitch.
I'm seeing a lot of
Those are
disturbing
some
Who was
photos.
taking my photos, my pictures from hating stuff, and cutting them out and editing them over people's bodies and faces.
Man, they
I
looked
don't
awfully real. So I don't know.
Real, yeah, especially the one where I looked like a 17th century warlord. I had this like weird pipe, and I was all dressed in a croissant.
Then I see one that you were in jail with a black guy.
Well, no, that was
know him?
my wrestling buddy.
Oh my god!
And then there was one in me in the war.
Did he pay you in cigarettes?
Well, no, I paid him in cigarettes.
Oh yeah. Oh, you paid him.
Yeah.
That's why you
No,
had
but
those.
what I'm saying is they're
fucking
all-
Newports.
They've all been.
It's not
faked.
real. You're saying
They're faked.
They're faked.
But they're funny.
speculation.
But I'm gonna get that mask-faced bastard at some point.
Yeah, that guy is out of control, man. He talks really slow.
Yeah. His setups for his jokes take 9 minutes.
He is an asshole.
All right, everybody. Randy Woten, thank you. You are a bad man. Also, I'll be in Columbus May 17th.
Signing autographs.
I'm going.
Nice.
No, I'm going to go watch Joey Diaz. Do you know who he is? Joe Rogan.
Yeah, comedian.
Yeah, I'm going to watch him. He's going to be there. And Woodlands Tavern.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I've never
but-
even heard of that.
But anyways, Frank, got anything to say real quick? Plug?
Just Ray McGuff. It will be up soon.
All right.
Maybe this will be up before. Maybe I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I think Ray McGuff will probably be up first, probably. I got Phantom 13 to finish up a little bit. All right, Zombie Takeover TV. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We appreciate it. We always love feedback. Take it out. Peace.
Happy
This is the Nightmare Man, and you're watching Zombie Takeover TV.